Hi guys, I'm going to do a video today. It's going to be like a summer look, quite light, and what I've been wearing to work, quick and easy. So I'm going to go and get started, and I've already moisturised my skin, by the way, and used my Dr. Wild's Night Health Bedtime Face Cream. I'm going to go straight in with my MAC Face and Body. Fill over, and this is in C6. So I tend to just tap some on the back of my hand and I just dot it, sort of tending to start from the centre of my face and work out. There's only certain areas that do need a little bit more extra coverage than others. Just pat this on, and then I use my stippling brush to buff it in. I tend to focus on the centre. Just making sure to blend everywhere. This with my MAC Mineralised Skin Finish Naturals. This colour is in dark, so I tend to just set it with this, and I use a powder brush, Samantha Chapman powder brush for that, just to run a little bit over, just to set it. And this helps the foundation to last for me when I'm at work and if I'm out. And then I move on to my brows. I just use an angle brush. This is an Eco Tools brush, and I use MAC's Omega matte eyeshadow just to fill in my brows. So I'm going to go in and just, I like quite a defined eyebrow because my eyebrows are quite light, so I do tend to take a little bit of extra time on this. This with my MAC Mineralised Skin Finish Naturals. This colour is in dark, so I tend to just set it with this, and I use a powder brush, Samantha Chapman powder brush for that, just to run a little bit over, just to set it. And this helps the foundation to last for me when I'm at work and if I'm out. And then I move on to my brows. I just use an angle brush. This is an Eco Tools brush, and I use MAC's Omega matte eyeshadow just to fill in my brows. So I'm going to go in and just, I like quite a defined eyebrow because my eyebrows are quite light, so I do tend to take a little bit of extra time on this. So for my eyes, I'm going to use a MAC shadow. For my MAC palette, I'm going to go in with either, my MAC palette's a bit battered because this Brulee Smashed, it doesn't tend to travel very well. But this is Ricepaper and Vanilla. I'm going to use Vanilla on top, and I'm just going to use this with an eyeshadow blending brush, which is a Blend and Contour number 7 brush. I'm going to go in with Vanilla first, just to sort of even out my eyelid, to give me sort of a base to go on. Sort of quite subtle, it's nothing heavy shadow because it's more for daytime. Then I'm going to move on to that, and for this I'll be using my favourite liquid liner. Like, it's pretty reasonable as well, you can get it in Boots and Superdrug. This is a Rimmel one called Glam Professional Liquid Liner, and I just find it really easy to work with. So I tend to just look into the mirror, if you can see, and flick. I don't tend to let my flick go the whole way into my eye, but depending on like what I want the flick to be, if I want it to be a thick one starting from here and going out to right to the end. But I tend for work just to give myself a little flick and just start more at the end where you want to focus it on. And then I sort of bring it in, but I don't tend to start it from the centre of my eye. I start it at the flick where I want the flick to be, and I just try and thin it out as thin as possible so it looks like it's just started from nowhere. Right, so I've bringed both my eyes out and I'm going to move on to my mascara and curling my lashes. For that I'll just use my Urmera eyelash curlers. Get as close to my lash as possible. For my mascara I'll be using my Rimmel the Max Volume Flash and I'll just be giving my lashes a few coats of this. Just making sure to get it from the root to tip and covering all the lashes. So as you can see, I've coated up my lashes with my Rimmel Maximum Volume, and I'm going to move on just to inside my tear duct before I start on my cheeks. Just to like highlight this area, I'm going to use this colour here from my MAC palette, which is called Hoodwinked. I think, hang on, let me double check, I think it's called Hoodwinked. Yeah, it's called Hoodwinked. So I'm just going to use my brush, or you can use your finger, whatever it's easiest, and dab some in my tear duct because it's quite gold and reflecting. I just like the fact this can sort of open up your eye a little bit. I've just dabbed a little bit in there, and then I'm going to move on to some contouring, some bronzing, sorry. For that I'm going to use my Rimmel Natural Bronzer. Yeah, just a natural bronzer in Sun Glow 025, and I'll use a contour brush, a Samantha Chapman contour brush. I'm just going to dab a bit of this on the brush and just place it along my cheekbone. Just trying to give yourself a little bit of colour. Sort of place it where I'd place the brush up, but sort of blending it out in different directions, and you can sort of take it underneath your chin and do like a figure of 3 on your head, and like up to down. Just where points where sun would hit your face. And you can do it along the top of your nose if you want. Also. So then I'm going to move on to some blusher as well. For that I'm going to be using a Topshop blusher. This colour is in Neon Rose. It's a powder blusher, a creamed powder. So I literally just use my finger again for this and dot a little bit just on the apples of my cheek and blend down. Because it's a powder, it just like blends really well. Because it dries to a powder, sorry. It blends really well. So dab a couple of these on my cheeks and then just blend it. You can go up a bit high if you want, but I really love the consistency of this because it's so weird, well not weird, but it's so soft and creamy, and then you just touch it on your face and it goes like a powder and really soft. So I think this is really pretty. I don't know if I've overdone it there, it looks a little bit heavy, but as it settles it can look different. So finally onto my lips. For this I will be using a Revlon colour. This is in Smoked Peach, if you can see there. It's a really lovely colour and it's a matte. So I'm going to go straight on from the lipstick with this onto my lips. I put a little bit of Elizabeth Arden cream on because I literally got up, got ready. Last night I put Elizabeth Arden 8-hour cream on before I went to bed, and my lips don't feel as dry as they were before. So that's quite good. Just add a little bit of that, blend it out, because it's just more like I'm using it as a style of a balm as opposed to like lining my lips and putting the lipstick on top. And it just gives you a nice colour, I think. I like this colour a lot. I might just line my eyes as well actually, because you could leave it there if you wanted to, but I think I'd go just one step further and do this. This is just a Barry M Brown eye crayon, but it's got like goldy speckles in. So I'm just going to line my eyes. That's pretty much how I think I'd leave the look, because it's for daytime and not too heavy, but something just a little bit extra. And I always wear, I tend to wear actually a lot of liquid liner, so it's just to give my eye a bit of a base for that to work with, using the shadows from MAC. So I hope this video has been helpful and not as tried to keep it too long. If you've got any recommendations, please leave below, or any like makeup you tend to use for work or for just a normal day, if you're just popping out and about or seeing friends or whatever. Please leave below, or just write down like some of the makeup, so it's good to get different tips from different people or different skin tones if you're a similar tone to me, or if you're not, just your favourite lipstick or favourite liquid liner or whatever. So I hope it's been helpful, guys, and I hope you're all having a good day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!